Yo, peace, what up? My name is Michael J. Turner. I am the SouthWst Shaman, the Earl of Arizona. You are now shining with the Arizona sun. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being here, which is wherever you're at. Coming with love from AZ. This is StereoPHX 888. This channel is about abstract personal development. And it's about changing from low vibe to hot vibe, how I'm doing it, the gems I uncover. I can't save you. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just here to share with you how I'm saving myself. Yo, balance must be achieved, man. Balance must be achieved. I'm just sitting back thinking about how grateful I am. This video is about what I just mentioned, man. It's about how I'm doing these things, and the proof is in the pudding, man. If you look at my videos, if you look back and reference my previous videos, you can see the progress. But you know, I'm actually talking about real things, man, real methods that I'm using, right? And the biggest thing is mindset. It's all mental game. It's all mental, right, Maxie? Come here. And this is Maxie. This is Maxie the babies. Maxie the babies. And this cat saved my life. Basically, at a time when I didn't care about myself, I ended up with this cat as a kitten, you know, and I was living in my vehicle. I was living in my truck at the time. So we'll go back a few years, you know, a few years back. I was strung out on, you know, it was from heroin to fentanyl, but it was meth and heroin. And I had a girlfriend. It was a very toxic relationship, but we both, see, I have felonies. I have felony convictions on my record, and she had evictions on hers. So we couldn't get anywhere to rent. She had a job at an office, and on 3rd Street in Indian School as a phlebotomist, teaching phlebotomy, and we actually would stay in her office at night because her shift actually had her there most of the time, damn near 24 hours anyway. So I wasn't too comfortable staying in there, so I would most often stay in my vehicle. And outside of her office, we were staying in my vehicle. So, and I had this cat because we had lost our other cat. Somebody lost it. Somebody else lost it. And I came across the opportunity to get Maxie here as a kitten from my homie's house, my homie's trap house, basically the trap house in Sunny Slope. You know, that's where she came from as a kitten. And I ended up taking care of her all the time because my girl would be at work. And when we broke up, I ended up with her because she left the state. And but for that summer, for Maxie, a portion of Maxie's formative year, her first formative year, she was raised in an SUV in which I would open up the door. I had a metal, one of those steel cable leash things. I would open up the door with her, let her out, and she would romp around. And then eventually I got to the point where I could just open the door, pull up, let her out, and she would come back to the vehicle as if it was her home. I kind of raised her as a dog, like a canine in some ways. No, Maxie. So anyway, that's that story, you know. And now I'm at my family's home, and she's very comfortable and happy here, and she's got everything she needs. Stop it. No. Stop. She keeps attacking me. I mean, she was raised, you know, and under various drug circumstances too. There was an instance where when she was a kitten, she I think she consumed some methamphetamine because she started meowing nonstop for about 2 minutes straight. Just meow, 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 meow. It's crazy. Until my girl at the time was like, "Shut up, stop it!" And she actually, her vibratory voice method there stopped it. But essentially, she's an addict too, you know. Right now she's clean though. She's only on the Mary Jane and the Temptations and the Delectables, deliciously Delectables. But yeah, raised her in my vehicle for a whole summer, if you can imagine that. But the whole point of that is that she came to me at a time when I didn't care about myself at all. So it gave me something to care about in the same way it would have as a child, like if I had a child. So that cat is my child. and she's mine. Like, I raised her, and it's an amazing. If you never had a cat before, I was never a cat person, but like, the connection that's formed is amazing when you have a cat from a kitten. It, like, they think that you're a cat also, and I don't know, I've just learned so much about cats that's amazing. They're super intelligent, and I love my Maxie. Her name is Maximilian, because at first I was told she was a male, so I called her Maximilian. But Max is one of those ambiguous names that can be used either way, right? So now she's Maximilian, because she actually ended up being a female. But yeah, going from low vibe to high vibe, you know, perfect example. That's the alchemy. And it was, I don't know, that must have been left in place by my higher self, because I don't believe that I'm meant to have children, but I got I've had the experience of having children through a number of women and a number of ages. But like, as far as my own, I got a similar type of thing when I needed it, when I didn't care about myself. I ended up with this kitten, and it was on me to take care of it. So I had to do what I had to do. And now, moving forward, what I want to talk about is the mindset. What I realized a little bit ago in my studies was that it's the things that I'm self-conscious of, self-conscious about, right, in the background, that are actually being reflected out in the ripple. I call it the ripple. It's the preceding events that occur after emotional and magnetic, electric, emotional conviction and thought is placed out into the ether, if you can follow that. So it turns out that, you know, I was self-conscious about my living situation. I was self-conscious about not having money. I was self-conscious about being on substances and a number of things, like going into situations. I thought that I didn't give a fuck, right? Like, that was my actual attitude. But at the same time, my living situation, right? Like, I live with family. I don't have a license right now. It is what it is. But see, I still ended up meeting someone and starting a healthy relationship, because it's like my mindset. I attracted that, and I let go of certain limiting beliefs, and I'm still working on that. But what was revealed to me today was that it's the things that are playing in the background of my mind, going into interactions with people and endeavors that I take every day, that kind of play without me necessarily wanting them to, or me not knowing why that they're there. It's those things that are reflected in the ripple, if you follow me. So now that I'm starting to let go, actually let go and detach, because I guess I needed a term. I needed the terminology to apply to the action, even though the action takes place in the mind first. So self-awareness, I'm going to push this all the time. Self-awareness is key. Self-awareness is what has to be cultivated, because it's the response that I'm looking for in myself to situations, not the reaction. You know, if I react, that's my first thought. If I respond, it's my second thought. but being self-aware and of what's really playing through my head, and then understanding that those things that play through my head on automatic play mode, those ideas and shit, those are the things that are being reflected, right? And I've found already some of the changes in my life. And if you don't believe me, and like I say, don't believe me, don't believe anything I say, research it for yourself, find out for yourself. So balance must be achieved. How is balance achieved? A wise man is the same in pleasure and in pain. Balance is achieved when balance is achieved within myself, right? When I'm not being emotionally swayed one way or the other as the pendulum swings in my life from situation to situation. There it is. That's the gem. The Southwest Shamans. Marinate and simmer on that. But yeah. Peace, love, like and subscribe.